Our morning started early and the first stop was at Decker's Bait and Tackle to load up on minnows. You know, I'd forgotten that you don't buy them by the count there, but by weight. And I just not realized just how many minnows are in a half a pound. We put in on the east side of the lake and it was apparent that this was a popular launch site. But what was also popular was my boat. Most had not seen a jet boat before and were amazed that we could just skitter back without any worry of any submerged stumps that this lake was full of.
Jet motor's the way to go around here.
Oh yeah. You buy just that setup right there? That's how you bought it?
Yep, that's the way it comes, right? Just like this.
Alright, I see what you're talking about now. You want to go through that way or this way? The boat ride across the lake really took me back. I'd not been on that lake in probably 15 years and, you know, really it was just like I had seen that lake again for the first time.
There's an osprey right there.
Our method today that we'll be using is called dragging, which is basically using as many poles as possible and simply drifting over all the stumpy areas. How many drifts you normally make?
It depends on what the fish are doing.
It is an effective method and it does work.
There he is.
You got him?
Got him.
And Van literally kicked my butt in catching most of the fish today. Is it?
Yeah. Pushed it in here.
There you go. That's a nice one.
That's what you more want to catch right there.
Those the ones I hope you keep us on right there.
Well, see what we can do.
Yeah, that's a little decent crappie.
That was a top hook fish there.
So we're still in about 10 feet of water.
Yeah.
That seems to be the magic depth. Now you can see the hook. There you go.
Oh yeah, that's a marginal fish right there is what that is.
Marginal?
Marginal.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that fish.
No, that's a good, decent fish right there.
Yeah,
Yep.
ain't nothing wrong with that.
About 20 of them is what you need. About 20.
I fully expect that from you. This right here is a Reelfoot crappie rig, a Reelfoot design. You can see it's got a 1/2 ounce egg sinker and 2 hooks on it for a little 2-hook rig. When it's tied on, that's how it looks. You got an upper hook and then a lower hook right there, and they dangle these off the side. And the way that little rig there is hooked up, see, you tie that bad boy on, then you've got that first hook away from the line. That way there's no tanglage. And you just drop them off the side down there and let it go all the way down and hit the bottom. And once it hits the bottom, just kind of raise it up just a few little clicks just off the bottom. And you just kind of drag them and kind of drift around in an area right there and wait for one of them to pop it. Now Van there, he's got a rig up there in the front of the boat that he's put on. That's a 4-rig job, and I'll have a couple back here in the back, and that's how we catch crappie over here at Reelfoot, which is a lot different than what I'm used to now. This way, kind of grew up fishing for them a long time ago, but I've gotten away from it. And it's kind of neat to come back here and try it again, the old school way, the old original Tennessee crappie fishing.
Yeah. On the rod holder. He's a keeper fish.
That's a good
Yeah. All right.
Now that's the kind we're after right
Yeah.
there, ain't it?
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Look here. Looks like he's been fanning a little bit too. He's got a little red tail on him.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
Yep. That's what these folks out here in these boats right here, that's what they're after right there. Figured he had been snag marked all over him.
Getting a good little mess of them now too.
Yeah. Yep.
A good little mess. That's a big old live well on there underneath that seat too, so just to let you know, it'll hold quite a few.
Okay. Well, I ain't never actually filled one plumb up, so.
Tell you what, you fill that live well up right there, you got a bunch of crappie.
You probably
Even
be
if they
over
are
your-
nice size.
You'd be over your limit too, probably.
Well, not at, what, 30 and 30, that's
60.
60 doggone crappie. That's a lot of crappie.
There's another one.
Yep, there's another one right there.
Yeah.
I actually saw him hit. Yeah, there you go. That's a good crappie. That's a good, no swing him off, man.
That's another good fish there. That's what I'm talking about right there.
I think they kind of turned on a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to stand up there in the front of the boat, I guess.
There you go. Well, you don't get too far from the live well.
Yeah, you do need somebody to put the fish in the live well for you. And now I hung the snag.
Well, at least we know where it's at.
I've got over here. Is this a typical Saturday morning, you figure? All these boats?
Yeah, it'll pick up a little bit.
It'll pick up like
Yeah.
there's more?
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, just
last of March, first part of April, it'll be. Yeah, they'll be stacked in here pretty good.
I mean, just at eye shot, I mean, I've counted as many as 40, 45 boats. Just, I mean, and this is just one little area.
Yeah. There's one.
There you go.
There's a good one there. Yeah. There's a little better fish there.
Decent crappie there too.
Yeah.
He got it caught on the top hook, didn't he?
Yeah. Right at the top of the mouth too. He wasn't going nowhere. It's not a bad fish.
Huh?
It's not a bad fish. There you go.
Yeah, that ain't bad.
Yeah.
That's not bad. You keep catching them, and I'll keep putting them in the well.
right.
That'll be, get off there. That'll be my job. You caught him on the top hook
Top
too.
hook, yeah.
You get kind of a lull in action, you can fall asleep real
Yeah.
easy and not watch your rod. I can't imagine fishing 8 of those things. Don't you sometimes get hung up?
Sometimes.
I mean,
You gotta have plenty of hooks, plenty of sinkers, plenty of line,
yeah, because I mean,
and the more the wind blows, the
rougher
worse
it
you'll
is.
get hung.
I bet that could be a mess, couldn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, I know the object is to have as much bait in the water as possible. That increases your odds, but sometimes, boy, that can be whew, I bet that can be a booger you go through a stump field.
It can be pretty tough.
And get him. There's a fish hitting this one.
There you go. That's a better fish right there. That's a better fish.
How about the old boy just sitting in the back of the boat, back here on the back, drinking coffee, catching him a crappie.
Yep.
How about that? That's not a bad little fish right there.
No.
We keep him, ain't we?
Now that's a keeper size, you know,
Yeah.
right there.
Shoot, yeah, I can handle that.
Yeah.
That's my first Reelfoot crappie there in a while. I like that. That bad boy. Boy, boy, boy. Now I'm gonna have to stick my hand in that. All right. Man, I can't even get one fish in the well. And I got another one hitting. I got both my little poles out now. He ain't really big enough.
No.
He's kind of too small. But she's a little female though. She's got eggs in her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get off there. I got both poles broke down now. So I'll finish what I'm doing, getting this live well ready, because I want that thing full. What's the limit?
30 per head, 30 a person.
30?
30.
Good grief.
And they haven't, it's only been like the 3rd or 4th year that we've had a limit. Usually it's no limit.
It used to be, that's right, it used to be
Yeah.
no
limit
on crappie.
Yep.
Isn't that crazy?
No length limit. But now there's a 30 limit.
But yeah, there's still no length limit.
That's why you see a lot of folks putting them little old dinks like that in the cooler.
They ought to be at least 10 inches long, I would think.
Well, yeah, or 9 to 10 inches, and because you wouldn't think this lake could put out that many fish year after year and still have, quality fishing.
We got out there early this morning and went into a little cove just outside of Buzzard Slough, and thinking those crappie would be in that shallower water. Get it, oh man, what a crappie! Look at that thing.
That's a good average crappie right there.
That's average?
Well,
Boy,
if you want that's the ones I like to keep anyhow. Now I'll keep them a little bit smaller than that, but
Boy, I mean, that is a good one.
Keep them and throw them back.
Well, hang on a second here. I'm gonna get my little crappie measuring thing that we use at home. This is what we use at home to measure our crappie in, because they've got to be 10 inches at home.
Yeah.
Slide him in there. I mean, you talk about filling up one, it goes to 12 inches and the tail just flies right over it. Man. With this cold front that's come in, Van seems to think that they've moved out here a little bit deeper water. So what we've done, we've got out of the trees and more out into open water now. There he is. That's that hang that you were hung on.
Yeah. Yep.
I just eased mine in there. And I hugged a crappie off that hang up.
That's good fish.
Oh yeah. I'll take him. While you were fighting that hang up, I stuck that bad boy in there. And then that's something how you're just jerking and pulling and
Well, I've done that before.
and everything. And then I'd put that
I've been hung
drop
up
that old
on a
minnow in
log
there and hang one.
with 2 poles and catch a fish on the third one right beside it.
That's crazy. Oh yeah, that's a neat little old crappie right there. Stick him in there. Starting to get a few. We're starting to get a few. I got one minnow on there. I wonder if I could just ease that thing in there with just that one. We're still in that same hang up, ain't we?
Yeah, we ain't moved. Oh, look at you. Son, that's a haul, sir.
That is a good one. Boy, you got a mess.
No, it ain't either. He was right there on that. He was right there on that log. Go. Oh.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Well, I got poles wadded up here. I got one broke off.
You got a mess.
I got one that's not in the water.
Get him back here. You've got a mess right there.
Hey.
That little crappie, look at that tail on there where they've been fanning the beds. You can tell how roughed up their tails are and stuff. You have got a mess, man.
I say, the only good thing is I ain't got but 4 poles today.
Yeah, usually with them 8 that you got out, boy, you would be having a nightmare.
Yeah, but I tell you what though, if you can get a couple of fish out of the deal, that ain't too bad.
All right. You gonna let me run the helm?
Yep.
I thought I'd better tell you though, I broke off on that one, so.
Yeah, I kind of figured that. I tell you, I was waiting for somebody to tie it.
I tell you, just because you're back there don't mean that life's gonna be easy. It's tough back there.
Looks like a good.
Finally, I got a pretty deep, good Lord.
It's not as easy as it looks, is it? No, let's get him around here. Right, all right.
It's not too bad. Let me give you some slack.
Okay. Well, you hit him hook good.
That's a good little fish, isn't he?
Yep, that's not
That's
bad
a nice
right
crappie.
there.
You know, it's been fun getting back out here and doing this, hasn't it?
If the sun would have just shined just a little bit, but
It has. It's been kind of an old gloomy day and overcast and certainly a little cold for the time, but you know, we got out here on Reelfoot Lake. I hadn't got to do this in I don't know how many years to do this kind of fishing and drifting, and it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Got to come out, catch a few crappie.
it's been a little different being able to run this lake with this motor on this boat like this.
Hey, this is the ideal boat
It
for
would
this
take
lake.
me 30 minutes to get back to the ramp right now.
And it only takes us what, maybe
10?
5, 10?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, we're out of time for today for the show, but fortunate for us, we're going to go to another part of the lake. We'll probably catch some more fish.
Hey, there you go.
We'll see y'all next week, somewhere, someplace, who knows, but we'll be doing something fun, there's no doubt. All right, put that bad boy in there and let's get rigged up and let's go to another little spot.
I'm ready.